Look, this article, I don't even hardly want to mention it because I'd have to spend an hour on it. If you're a new listener, this is not a joke. I'm not joking. This is real. It's at prisonplanet.com and infowars.com. Pay your carbon taxes to Al Gore or space aliens will attack. The biggest newspaper in England and in Europe, that's how they communicate with each other in Europe, is English. It's the world language for folks that don't get taught English in public schools here in the U.S., part of the balkanization program. Pay your carbon taxes to Al Gore or space aliens will attack. A NASA program funded by NASA's Planetary Science Division. This is the London Guardian. Our article breaks it down, but here's the London Guardian. Aliens may destroy humanity, protect other civilizations, say scientists. And it says humans are parasites and evil. You've seen the children's cartoons they produce where it shows humans blasting off into space and aliens kill us because we're a parasite. I mean, they're telling you, you're bad, you have no rights, hate yourself. And so now NASA is coming out and saying, a NASA-funded university, and saying that we've got to pay the carbon tax or aliens are going to kill us. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm not joking. You heard me right. It may not rank as the most compelling reason to curb greenhouse gases, but reducing our emissions might just save humanity from a preemptive alien attack, scientists claim, according to London Guardian report. A new study conducted by researchers at NASA's Planetary Science Division postulates that green ETs, literal green little men, might get angry at Bubba driving his gas-guzzling SUV and respond by whipping humankind off the face of the earth to protect other civilizations from carbon dioxide that plants breathe. That plants, I mean, you just can't make this up, ladies and gentlemen. I go to birthday parties for my children's friends and their friends, and these families come over and they go, Alex, my child goes to public school. I'm pulling her out. Every time we drive by a building site, my 6-year-old daughter breaks down crying, saying the earth is dying. I mean, this is what they're... And meanwhile, the globalists don't care about the environment. They're not actually doing anything about chickens with alligator snouts. Do you know what splicing animals does? I mean, it gives rise to super viruses. You know how they test to see that a genetic mutation's been successful in a gene, in a cell they've changed? They put this is the main test they do, they put a antibiotic resistance in it, and then they test antibiotics on it to see if it kills the cells. And then there's big studies out showing that's giving rise to the antibiotic resistance. Did you have any idea that there's thousands of companies splicing everything randomly and how deadly dangerous that is? Oh, but let's not worry about that. Or toxic waste dumping, or nuclear power plants, 5 of them blow up, each one bigger than Chernobyl, total meltdown, massive radiation raining down on the U.S. EPA just raises the level of radiation of what they say safe from 1,000 to 100,000 times what previously was. I mean, real environmental problems that are actually affecting us, but we're not taught by the establishment to worry about that. In fact, leading environmentalists who are globalists like George Monbiot, they call for global government and say, this radiation is good. Chernobyl changed my mind. Fukushima changed my mind was his headline in The Guardian about nuclear power. And you read it and you go, this is crazy. No, they're just throwing it in your face. They're normalizing bizarreness. So, okay, I'm going to shut up and go to your calls because Serpico's coming up. There's no end to this anymore. There's no end. And they are teaching school children that aliens are going to kill us if you don't pay Lord Rothschild and Rockefeller and Obama and Clinton and Gore. They all own part of the big climate exchange in Chicago and the one in London. Just type in Rothschild's own climate exchange. You'll get BBC News. How gracious they are to let us pay them money to breathe. I mean, and they just sit back laughing while they've got giant yachts and private trains and helicopters and jets and palaces everywhere. And their carbon footprint in some cases is thousands of times the average person. And then they actually lecture, don't take hot baths. You know, we get a maid service over to do our laundry when we get behind and too busy, and they lecture us about, we shouldn't wash too many of our clothes, or we should wear them repeatedly. And I'm just like, water's renewable. We've got the healthy clothes washing stuff because we don't want chemicals on us. But do you know about genetic engineering? And the eyes just roll. I mean, look, you thought I'm joking? IBM unveils chip that mimics human brain, redrawing and rewinding evolution. Scientists alter chicken DNA to create embryo with alligator-like snout. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. You know how many thousands of pharmacological crops are growing open air that grow all sorts of live viruses in them? Don't believe me? Just type in protogen, corn that grows live HIV virus in it. AP. Let me tell you something. That's the threat, not carbon dioxide, part of the life cycle. Okay.